It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment, RME. That's what I represent. Hope y'all having a great week. We're going to have another great, powerful podcast tonight, y'all. You know how I come through and feed your soul, give you that soul food. I feed your mind, body, and soul. This is the only podcast that give it to you real, man. Give it to you straight. We ain't got time to play. Time is ticking and life is real. You only get one shot. Live life to the fullest. But watch what you do and watch how you move. But tonight, we're going to have a good podcast, y'all. Tonight, we're going to talk about toxic relationships. Because a lot of us is dealing with it right now as we speak. So a lot of y'all going to be able to relate to what we're talking about tonight. So let me get everything set up. I always remember, y'all, the live chat is always open. Anytime you see me live, drop your comments and I will put them on the screen. And we're going to get this party started in 1 minute. Let me set everything up. Hope y'all having a great week. Getting ready for another great weekend. Nothing but positive vibes in the air, because that's what it's all about. Being positive. Stay away from negativity, man. Because at the end of the day, it don't never get you nowhere. Make sure we live streaming everywhere. And then we're going to take off, y'all. Let me make sure everything's set up. Y'all come on in. Hit that thumbs up button. Tonight's topic, we talking about toxic relationships, because some of us, we living it right now. A lot of y'all in toxic relationships, man, you're not happy. Make sure y'all join the live chat. Make sure y'all get a live chat, man. Oh. We're going to have a great time tonight, man. Make sure everything cooking. Let's get it, y'all. Set everything up right quick. And we're going to take off. Remember, the live chat is always open, y'all. Tonight, we're talking about toxic relationships. Because y'all already know. A lot of us suffer right now for going through toxic relationships. Some of y'all right now with somebody that you can't get along with. You can't stand. You really don't like each other. All you do is fuss and fight. Y'all ain't got nothing in common. So a lot of people is living a lie. So a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. How do you know you when you're in a toxic relationship? When all the fussing and fighting. When all the fussing and fighting. Hooping and hollering. Every day. Calling each other names. That's a toxic environment, man. Y'all don't want to live that. You want to be happy. You don't want to be in a toxic relationship where you don't get along. You don't really care about each other. You're just there just to be there. And some of us have toxic relationships with our parents. You can't get along with your mother or father. All y'all do is fuss and fight. But all that is unhealthy, folks, because The more you're in a toxic situation, it sucks all the life and the energy out of you. We have to remember that takes a lot of energy to keep up all that nonsense. You want to be in a good relationship where you're happy, where both parties are satisfied. So each party got to do its job. You got to do your part as a man and as a woman. When you're in a relationship, it takes two. But a lot of us in a toxic relationship because the person that we're dealing with is real toxic. And the signs, it be there, but sometimes we just overlook it. Sometimes we overlook the signs that be right in our face. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? A lot of times people show us who they are. We just won't accept it. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes and they end up disappointing you. Shout out to everybody checking in the live chat, man. We talking about toxic relationships because a lot of us is dealing with it. Relationships where you're really not happy, when all everybody doing is fussing and fighting and hooping and hollering, calling each other names, can't get along. RJ said hello. How you doing, bro? But a lot of us is dealing with that right now. I see a lot of spamming going on tonight, y'all, in the comments. Shout out to all the scammers and the spammers who ain't got no life. But when you're in a toxic relationship, you'll know it because you ain't going to be happy. You'll find yourself always upset, always angry, not want to be around that person. When you see that person, your pressure go up. That's how you know you're in a toxic relationship. Because when you see a person that you love, it's supposed to make you feel good, not get upset. So a lot of us be living a lie. Don't be caught and stuck living a lie. Live your truth. Understand that being in a toxic relationship is not healthy. It's not good for neither person. It's not good for the woman or the man. Because each person needs a backbone, needs somebody that can hold them down. If you're in a toxic situation, that's not going to lift you up. It's going to keep you down. You don't want to stay in a situation like that. Sherelle Thornton checking in. I see you. I appreciate you, family. But when you're in a toxic relationship, you find yourself not being able to talk to that person. Y'all can't get along. You're always arguing, always bickering and going back and forth about something. So make sure when you're dealing with somebody, y'all are compatible. Make sure you have things in common. Some people just talk to people just to talk to them and basically wasting their time. You don't want to waste your time because life is short. When you give somebody your time and love and energy, that should mean something. You don't want to just waste nobody's time and play with nobody's heart. But sometimes we all find ourselves in a toxic situation. And some people it's hard to get out of. They might be in an abusive relationship where a lot of women or men scared to speak out. But it's unhealthy and it's unsafe to remain in a situation like that because it's only going to get worse when you keep praying and hoping things going to get better. If that person is not willing to change, the things won't get better. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So we have to be careful about being in a toxic relationship. Both parties have to do their part to make the relationship work. It takes two to tangle, folks. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Sometimes we find ourselves with somebody that really don't make you happy. You're really not compatible. You're just talking to that person just to talk to them, just to say I got a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Some of us even get married just to say we have a wife or a husband. Make sure that it is your soulmate. When you find your soulmate, you'll know it because the chemistry is going to feel so right. And you find yourself always thinking about that person and want to be around that person all the time. It's when you find the right one. But you find somebody that's toxic, it makes you not want to be around them. It causes you to be unhappy. And one thing about it, folks, you don't want to live a lie. You don't want to find yourself living a lie, not happy, just being with somebody just to be with them. So basically, y'all wasting each other's time. Ain't nobody happy, ain't nobody satisfied. So what's coming out of that situation? What is anybody gaining? Make sure you always put yourself first. Look out for your heart. Make sure you're giving your love and affection to somebody that deserves it. Everybody don't deserve all your love. Everybody don't deserve all your time. When you're in a toxic relationship, you'll find yourself always stressing and you still feel like you're by yourself. It don't even feel like you're in a relationship. It don't feel like you have that significant other by your side. And a lot of us is living it as we speak. A lot of people are in real toxic relationships and they have kids. And now the kids see mom and daddy fussing and fighting all day. Or boyfriend and girlfriend arguing, cussing, calling each other names. That's not healthy for nobody. Because what are the kids getting out of that situation? Then they grow up thinking that's how relationships are supposed to be. You have a son, your son think that's how you're supposed to treat a woman. You have a little girl think, well, a woman supposed to do this and act this way. You got to always try to set a good example when you have children at home watching you, when you're in a relationship. Because kids sit back and they watch everything. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So be careful when you're in a toxic relationship and you're really not happy because you're living a lie. And you don't want to be stuck living a lie. You don't want to be stuck in the middle of something that you don't want no part of. And that's what a lot of us do. Take the time to find happiness within yourself. Before you make anybody else happy, you got to make sure you love yourself. Self-love and high self-esteem. We all go through bad days where sometimes we feel down. You don't always feel the best. Sometimes you wake up and feel like I don't look so good. I don't look all that. I'm not pretty. A lot of women deal with that. But understand that we all was made in our own image. How God made you, that's how you're supposed to be. We all supposed to be different. None of us is meant to look the same. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? You don't want to be the same person all the time. You don't want to be like the next person. Everybody is different in their own way. So you have to love yourself first before you can love somebody else, before you can spread that love around. Because self-hatred will bring you down. Love yourself so you'll be able to love someone else. So you'll be able to be there for somebody when they need you. And some people don't know how to love. A lot of us never experienced true love. You thought you was in love, but maybe we was lusting. We get caught up on what we see with our eyes, but we don't look at the whole bigger picture. You have to learn a person for who they is in their heart. How y'all understand what I'm telling you? Love somebody from their heart. Judge them for how their heart is. Anybody can say anything. They can say, I love you a million times. But what are they doing to show you that they love you? What are they doing to show you that they really care? These are the things we must ask ourselves. Because everybody can cap and talk a good game, but actions speak louder than words. So sometimes we get caught up in words and we believe people, and people will deceive you. They'll make you think that they one way and really another. So make sure y'all understand that. Understand that you got to learn a person for who they really is. Judge them for their heart. Take the time to get to know somebody before you get real deep with them. Because sometimes people are like an onion. You keep peeling, there's layers and layers. You got to see what a person is made on the inside. The outside might look good, but the inside might be right. The inside might not be right. So before you go head first and, oh, I love this person, that's my baby, and we locked in for life, you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know what kind of person you're dealing with. Because some people are like Jekyll and Hyde. They're happy one day and upset the next. You don't know what you're going to get. Some people is a ticking time bomb. And they will start to take their frustration and their anger on you. You become the target. When they come home every day, they cussing you out. They're lashing out at you. So we got to look for all the warning signs when you're dealing with a person before you really go head first and say, that's my man or that's my woman. You got to know what kind of person you're dealing with. Because anybody can seem to be cool, but you got to take the time to see who they really are. A man might meet a woman thinking, man, I found my queen. But she could be just a gold digger. She could be a user. She could be a liar. She could be a cheater. Same thing for a man. You might think you found your king, but he could be a manipulator, womanizer. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Be careful, folks. Be very careful who you give your heart to. Because a lot of times we can end up in a toxic situation where you end up unhappy every day, living a lie. Every day you wake up, you living a lie and you're really not happy. And you owe it to yourself to be happy. Because you only get one life. Why spend time on earth being unhappy and being miserable? We got to enjoy this. Because one day we're going to die. We're not meant to be here forever. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So don't waste your time being trapped in a toxic relationship when you're really not happy. And that person is not giving you their all. It's not giving you their love. Not giving you their heart. Not showing you no affection and putting no time in. You have to build. It's all about building together. Building that foundation. Creating memories. Something you both can cherish. That's what it's all about. Don't get caught up in lies. Anybody can tell a lie, but you don't have to believe everything you hear. Understand what you're dealing with. So a lot of us today, we're in a toxic relationship. We with somebody who don't treat you right. They don't talk to you right. They always screaming and fussing at you. They're never satisfied. No matter what you do, they're never happy. No matter what you give them, they always want more. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of us is living it right now. You with somebody that you know truly don't love you, but you just want somebody at home. You just want that person in bed. So you find yourself being in a toxic relationship, in a toxic environment. The environment is not good. Being around that person just makes you upset, gives you a bad feeling in your stomach. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Stay true to yourself. Always put yourself first and love you. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Self-love is first. And put God first. Because there ain't no love gonna last if you don't have God in the plan. If God is not there to keep y'all connected and keep that bond together, then you're asking for problems. Because the devil gonna throw things y'all way to try to interfere with your relationship. Because people gonna tell lies. People gonna try to break you up. They're gonna try to sabotage what you got. Especially if they think you happy. If they ain't happy, they don't want you to be happy. So everything starts behind those walls, behind y'all closed doors. Communication, talking to each other, letting each other know where you stand. Your significant other should always know where you stand and how you feel. So open communication, that's a must. Got to be able to communicate and talk to each other. Even when things ain't going right. Sometimes you're going to argue. Sometimes y'all might get into a little fight. Ain't nothing going to always be peaches and cream. Everybody have problems in their relationship. Don't let them fool you. A lot of people show y'all the good stuff, but they won't show you the bad. Everybody have problems. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Everybody have problems. It's how you deal with it. That's why communication is a must. If you got open communication, then you can talk to your significant other and let them know how you feel. And if they really care about you, then they'll take your feelings into consideration. And y'all can meet somewhere in the middle. It should never be all on one side. The woman shouldn't have to carry the load and the man shouldn't have to carry the load. You got to balance each other out. Be each other's backbone. Always show that love and support. Because you don't want to be in a toxic relationship where you find yourself never happy, never satisfied. All you're doing is living a lie. Find your truth. And find you someone that really cares about you. Anybody can buy you gifts. Anybody can take you shopping. But that don't mean they care about you. True love is genuine. And it comes from the heart. You know when you find true love. Because you'll feel it in your heart. That's how you know when you found that right one. They'll make you feel something that you never felt before. It'll touch you down deep in your soul. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So don't waste your time and your energy being in that toxic relationship where ain't nobody getting nothing out of it. And it's sucking the life out of you. It's draining you just like a leech. It's just sucking all the life out of you. Now you be damaged goods for the next person. Then you take your frustration out on the next relationship that you jump in because of what you experienced in your past. Don't let your past mess up your future. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? But y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. We live streaming right now on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the Foolish Show podcast. Catch me every night. 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube. Friday night, you can catch me on the radio, the block 105.3.com. And you can catch me on socialradio.com. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all can catch this podcast, man. We spreading this thing worldwide. Giving it to you real. Because life is real. Life ain't a game. But tonight, we're talking about toxic relationships. Because a lot of us living it right now as we speak. A lot of us is not happy. You're not happy in your marriage. You're not happy in the relationship that you're in right now. You can't stand to be around that person. You don't like talking to them. That's not a good sign. Because if you got somebody good, you love to be around that person. That person gives you butterflies in your stomach. So if that person don't make you feel like that, then you need to reconsider who you're giving your heart to. You might want to think about where you laying your head at. Don't get caught up living a lie, folks, because you only get one life. And you waste all your time with this toxic person. Now, you done wasted a lot of your time in your life when you could have been happy with your soulmate. And a lot of us, we try to rush. We'll try to rush into things. We'll try to, soon as somebody come our way, we try to rush into it. You my girlfriend. You my boyfriend. Let's get married. But it takes time, folks, to build that bond and chemistry. It takes time because you got to be around each other. You got to learn each other. You got to know what each other like and dislike. You got to know what the other person, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them tick, what they built on. Do that person have God in their life? That's another thing we got to think about. Because if a person ain't got God in their life, how they going to really love you? What kind of person they really is? You got to think about all these things before we go head first, giving our heart to everybody. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. You don't want to get caught up in a toxic environment. Vakia Moncrief checking in. If y'all just checking in, tonight's topic, we're talking about toxic relationships. Because a lot of us is in it, or we know somebody that's dealing with it. You might have a friend right now that you know she ain't happy, or he ain't happy. Just wasting their time talking to that person and still dating that person. When all they do is argue. All they do is fight. Always getting the police call. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there right now in a toxic relationship that's getting abused, getting cheated on, misused. You got to put yourself first. Don't deal with stuff that you don't have to deal with. You got to find the strength to walk away. If you know you ain't happy, walk away. Don't live a lie. You deserve better. We all deserve to be happy. Don't waste your time in a toxic environment where you can't dwell and flourish. Find you somebody that's going to lift you up, support you, have your back, be that backbone when you're going through things. When you're down in the rut, they'll be the one to lift you up. Say, baby, I love you. I'm here for you. See, that's when you know somebody truly cares for you. Because when you're down in your toughest times and they still there loving and caring for you. Anybody can be there through the good times. But who is going to be there and riding with you when things go bad? That's when you know you got a good person by your side. If somebody's just there with you for the good times and they run away in the bad times, they really don't care for you. That's not true love, folks. Don't be fooled. Don't fall for that okie dokie. A lot of us is in toxic relationships and you're dealing with stuff that you don't need to deal with. But you want to have somebody. So you feel like I can't leave. I done been with them for years. I done been with them for months. I can't walk away. Yes, you can. Ain't nothing wrong with a fresh start. Sometimes you got to press that restart button. Sometimes you got to hit that reset, especially if you're not happy. Don't be content with just living a lie. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Because being in a toxic relationship is unhealthy. You start looking like it. You start looking like you ain't getting no sleep. You start showing all that stress. It's all in your face. People look at you and say, ooh, they must be going through something. Because it's written all over your face. A lot of times you can't even hide it. It will suck you dry. It will suck the life out of you. Don't live a lie, folks. You don't want to be in a toxic relationship. You want to be in a good, loving relationship where both parties are happy and satisfied. That's what it's all about. Anybody can talk to anybody. But it takes two people that's in love to create something special. And love comes from the heart. Just because somebody buy you something, that don't mean they love you. Just because they make good love in the bed, don't mean they truly love you. True love comes from the heart. That's a real emotion that you can't hide. So that's why you'll know when you find true love, because that's something you can't deny. You'll feel that fire burning in your stomach. That person make you feel something that you never felt before. And a lot of us never experienced that. A lot of us went through our whole life not experiencing true love. They don't know what true love is because they never had it. A lot of people don't know how that goes. Don't think everybody know what love is. Sometimes you might have to meet somebody and teach them. Show them how you want to be loved. Don't assume that everybody know how to love. Especially as men. A lot of men, we never experienced true love and be able to show true love. Sometimes you got to teach us, folks. You got to show us how you want to be treated. What makes you happy? What makes you mad? Don't assume all the time that people know. Am I getting through loud and clear tonight? So being in a toxic relationship, it will bring you down. It will cause you a lot of heartache and pain. Every day you wake up, you're going to feel it. Some nights you might go home and cry. Sometimes you might sit in your car and just cry because you're unhappy. That's not healthy. Always put yourself first. Look out for your heart. And we all don't have a broken heart before. We all don't experience a relationship where we wish we can take back. But it's all about learning from your mistakes. When you're dating people, you got to learn people. And you got to know what you're looking for. Know what you want. And stay true to that. Don't just settle for anything that comes your way. If you want to find true love, then you got to find what you truly want. It's going to make you happy. Find you somebody that's compatible where y'all can build something special. There ain't nothing wrong with being in a good, healthy relationship and building something special together. Because that's what it's all about. Having you a soulmate on your side to share life with. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nowadays, that's hard to find. Nowadays, there ain't no true relationships. It's a lot of toxic relationships. With a lot of fussing and fighting and hooping and hollering. Everybody's cheating and creeping. Ain't nobody dedicated, faithful. Everybody's just doing what they want to do. Think about it. A lot of people ain't looking for true love no more. They just want to get their rocks off. They're happy with having a little fling. But ain't that wrong with having that special person in your life? As long as they make you happy. So when you with somebody that don't truly make you happy, now you selling for something that's toxic. And basically you're going to start living a lie. Don't live a lie, folks. Find you somebody that's compatible, that's going to really have your best interests at heart. Somebody you know that's going to have your back through the thick and thin. Even if you go broke tomorrow. Erica Benemy said, I'm going to be quiet. Speak your mind, Erica Benemy. Speak your mind. But be open and honest. I think that's the key thing, man. You always got to be open and honest with each other. Always be honest with the person that you're dealing with. Let them know where you stand, what you want, what you're looking for. What is your expectation when dating this person? And you got to set high standards. Don't set low standards for yourself. Set high standards. A lot of people just be selling it. Anything come their way. Soon as somebody come whistle at you and blow a kiss at you, you go running. Sometimes we got to be stingy with our love. Because everybody don't deserve your heart. Everybody don't deserve your time and happiness. Are y'all feeling that? A lot of times we give our heart to the people that don't deserve it. And a lot of times we be looking for love in the wrong places. We look for love through material things, but material things gonna come and go. Material things don't last forever. That person could be wine and dining you and then go broke. So if they're really not a good person and not treating you right, what happens when all that stuff goes away? And they're not able to take you shopping no more. And they can't buy you diamonds. What happens then? These are the things we got to ask ourselves. That's why it's important not to waste your time in a toxic relationship that's going to bring you down. You want to be able to flourish and shine. You want to be happy with the person that you're dealing with. You want to be able to get off from work or whatever. You don't have a long day and you want to give your baby a kiss and say, hey, baby, how was your day? And tell everything that you done did. Be able to vent to each other. Sharia Thornton says, amen. You want to have that special person you can share life with. Life is too short to be unhappy. Nobody want to wake up always screaming and fussing and fighting and people throwing stuff at each other. There's some people that be fighting every day and breaking stuff. I don't want that. Some people might think that's love. Some people get turned on from that crazy stuff. I don't get turned on from drama. If you want to run me away, act crazy. I don't be with the foolishness. That'll run me away. But a lot of people like that stuff. They like that toxic environment. They get aroused. Not me. I want to be able to be happy. I want to be able to tell you everything I got going on and be able to share everything I'm dealing with. But put yourself first. Always look out for your heart, because everybody don't deserve your heart, folks. Some people will take it and break it. They will take it and throw it up in the air and play with it. Stay true to yourself. Put yourself first. There's a lot of people out there right now being misused. There's somebody out there watching this podcast right now that's being mistreated. And you have to build the nerve up to pack up and walk away for your own well-being. If you're not being treated right, if that person you with don't deserve you, walk away. Because life is too short to be dealing with that nonsense. Life is too short to be always unhappy and being mistreated. Find you somebody that's going to treat you right, that's going to appreciate everything you got to give, all your love and affection. Find you somebody that's going to appreciate that. You don't want nobody that's going to waste your time. Time is valuable. We can't get time back. If you give somebody years of your life, you cannot hit no button and go back and take those years back. What's done is done. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? See, this is the only podcast that's going to feed your mind, body, and soul. We don't come on here to gossip. We talk about real life stuff. Because we all deal with relationships. And a lot of us are in a toxic relationship right now as we speak. You're not happy. You're not in love. You're forcing yourself to be with that person when you truly don't love them. Make sure you put yourself first and always love yourself. Don't deal with stuff that you don't have to. You don't have to deal with being mistreated. You don't have to deal with somebody putting you down. Stop thinking that, oh, they love me. They just acting like that. When a person show you who they is, accept it. If they show you they ain't a good person, accept that. A lot of times we think we can change a person. Well, if I get with her, she ain't gonna be no hoe no more. She gonna be a wife. Well, I get with him, he ain't gonna be messing with all them women because I'm gonna change him. A lot of times you can't change people. They is who they is. Listen to what I'm telling you. Especially when they grown. K. Michelle told y'all women you can't raise a man. We already grown. You can try to guide us in the right way and show us how to love you. But stop thinking you can change people. And we got to accept people for what they is, for what they show you. If a person keeps showing you that they don't care about you, then they really don't care about you. Because if they loved you and they care about you, then they will show it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to show somebody that you love them when you really feel like that. Now, when you're faking it, anybody can bluff and pretend. You'll meet somebody that come in your life and they skin and grin and they get close to you and they learn everything about you. They use you for what all they can use you for. Then they on the first thing smoking. They gone. They don't walk out your life that fast. That's why you got to be careful, folks. You got to be careful who you give your heart to. You got to be careful for who you fall for. It's more than just looks. A lot of things look good on the outside, but it's messed up in the inside. If a person inside ain't right, they ain't built right. Don't just get caught up on how pretty or how handsome you think somebody is. Find out what kind of heart they got. And that will show you a lot about that person. You'll know if they're able to treat you a certain way, if they got a good heart or not. If they're just a sour person, then how they really gonna show you true love and affection? If their heart ain't right. If they're not built on the right stuff, how they gonna love you right? So all you doing is accepting nonsense and fooling yourself. Don't accept it, folks. You don't have to deal with nothing. You don't have to be with nobody you don't want to be with. Don't be afraid to start over. If you're in a toxic relationship, if you're in an abusive relationship, don't nobody love you if they keep whooping you behind, if they beating you to death, if they keep taking their anger out on you, they don't love you. Be brave and find the strength to walk away. Then you'll find happiness. Then you'll find peace. Don't stay there and get abused, folks. And I know it's some people that's dealing with it right now, all around the world. Somebody's dealing with verbal abuse and physical abuse. And nobody deserves to be mistreated. So you don't have to settle for anything. You got to have high expectations for your life, for your relationship, for your love. Don't just settle for being in a toxic environment where it's unhealthy and everybody is unhappy. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. We're going to go about another 15 more minutes. Then I'm going to let everybody go to bed. But y'all know how I get down, man. I give it to you real. I try to feed your mind, body, and soul, because that's what it's all about. And y'all know what I represent. RME, Reality Music Entertainment. That's the movement. Make sure y'all check out my official merchandise, the Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. If you want hats, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, joggers, you name it, we got it. Go to teespring.com/realitycreator. Teespring, teespring.com/realitycreator. Y'all place y'all order, man. We got 35% off on all our apparel right now. So grab your RME hat, the Foolish Show Podcast t-shirt. Support the movement, man, because that's what it's all about. Supporting each other, holding each other down. Life is too short for all the nonsense. But y'all know what we're talking about tonight. Toxic relationships. So ask yourself, are you happy? Ask yourself, is what I'm dealing with, is it worth it? Is it worth all this heartache and pain? Is it worth me being unhappy and suffering every day? These are the things we must ask ourselves. Don't get caught up living a lie. Always put yourself first. If that person don't respect you and don't love you right, then don't put up with their bull crap. Upgrade and find you something better. Don't deal with something that you don't have to. They always told me, what one person won't do, the next one will. If you don't want to treat me right, somebody will. That's the mentality we have to have. Don't ever think that it's just this one person you have to be with and you just stuck. What one person won't do, somebody else will. One person trash is the next person treasure. Somebody might come along and appreciate you and love you right and see you for all the good qualities that you have. Is somebody gonna see all the good things in you? You don't want to give your love and heart to somebody that's always negative and talking down to you and talking at you. Always trying to tear you down, calling you names, taking from you. That is toxic, folks. That ain't healthy. That ain't something you should want to deal with. Life is too short. You could die tomorrow. Why you want to live unhappy? You got to find happiness. Find you somebody that truly loves you for you. Not for what you got. Not for what you can give them. But love you for the person that you are. Find you somebody that's going to love you for you. That's when you know you found that right one. Because if you lose everything, that person going to be right there. If you get sick and can't walk no more, that person going to be right there. If you get in a bad accident and get paralyzed, that person going to be right there. If you get caught in the fire and your pretty face burn up and you look like a monster, that person still going to be there. Find you somebody that's going to truly love you for you. Or y'all get what I'm telling you tonight. See, life is too short to be playing around, playing with your heart and giving your heart to somebody who don't deserve it. Everybody don't deserve your love and your time. Everybody don't deserve your energy. Some people gonna waste it and take it for granted. And that's not a good feeling when your heart is being taken for granted. People take your love for granted and they don't appreciate it. That's not a good feeling. You feel like you're being used. And there's a lot of people out there living it right now. You got to find the strength to walk away if you're not happy. Find it in your heart to put yourself first. I don't care how much time you got wrapped up into that other person. If y'all not making each other happy, then walk away. You can always upgrade and find you something better. You're never stuck in no situation. There's always a way out. You just got to be strong enough to walk away. You got to be strong enough to tell yourself, you know what? I ain't dealing with this. I deserve better. I want more for myself. I want more for my kids. It's up to you to put your foot down and stand 10 toes down in the paint. You have to take control of your happiness in your life. A lot of people are living a lie. They want you to think they all happy. They post all their pictures of they kissing and hugging. But when they get home every night, they fussing and trying to kill each other, calling each other all type of names. They don't even sleep in the same bed. People put on the front on the internet. They put on the front on social media. Don't think everybody's relationship is just all peaches and cream. Everybody got problems, folks. How you deal with them. That's why you got to have that open communication. If you got an open communication, then you'll be able to talk to each other with no problem. Tell each other how you feel. Keeping secrets and all that other stuff only going to cause problems. Somebody going to get in their feelings. You asking for problems if you're not open. So you got to be in an open relationship with open communication. Being able to talk to each other. Tell each other how you feel. Let everybody know where you stand. Don't leave nobody guessing and wondering how you feel. Let them know. Speak your mind. You don't want to be caught up in dealing with a toxic person who's going to suck the life and energy out of you, who always trying to bring you down, who ain't going to do nothing but speak negativity in your life. That's something you don't want to deal with because that's not healthy. And you're not going to prosper from that. Find somebody that's good, that's genuine, that love God, got a good heart, that's going to hold you down. Don't just get caught up on how somebody look or what they got. You got to dig deep and look inside. You got to get to a person's soul in their heart to see how they really is. Anybody can pretend to be anything. That person can say, yeah, baby, I love you. You know I love you. But are they showing you? Do you feel it? Do they make you feel love? Or are they just capping? Do you feel that love every time you're around that person? Do they make you feel like you're on top of the world? Are you the apple of their eye? These are the things we got to ask ourselves. Because you don't want to just settle for anything. You don't want to just settle for being with anybody. That's why it's a lot of divorces going on, because people just get married just to get married. Ain't no true love there. They're just doing it for the title. They're just doing it for a cake. They're just doing it to have a party and a reception. They're just doing it to get dressed up. But it really ain't true love there. And when you're making that big commitment, you got to understand that you got to have that true love there. This ain't just a bash. It ain't just turning up and partying. It's a celebration of two people coming together and spending the rest of their life together. That's what marriage is supposed to be about. A lot of marriages don't last nowadays because there ain't no true love. And most people not even thinking about getting married no more. Everybody just doing what they want to do. Sneaky linking and backdooring. But ain't nothing wrong with being in love. Ain't nothing wrong with being in a relationship. As long as you're with a good person that truly care about you and it's going to support you and hold you down through the good and the bad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you got somebody good, appreciate them and hold on to them and show them that you love them. Don't take that person for granted. Because a good person is hard to find. So if you got something good, hold on tight. Hold on with all your might. Because you might not find nothing like that ever again. It's people searching right now at 60 and 70, 80 years old, still looking for true love. Still ain't found it. So if you find that good person, hold on to them. Appreciate them. Show them true love and affection and let them know that I appreciate you and I'm grateful to have you in my life. That's the power of true love. You don't want that toxic love that's going to make you unhappy. And all you do is go through pain and sorrow. Every day you crying and weeping. That's not love. J. Ortiz, I see you, homie. Checking in. So the message for tonight, y'all, is don't waste your time in a toxic relationship. If you ain't truly happy, don't be afraid to get up and walk away. Don't be afraid to find you something better. Don't be afraid to upgrade. Because somebody out there is going to really love you and appreciate you. Somebody out there that's really meant to be with you. But I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all catch me Friday night on the radio. Get online, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday nights. Check the Foolish Show podcast out. Go to the block, 105.3.com. Listen in. Or you can go to socialradio.com and listen in to the podcast. And you can always check out all my episodes on YouTube on this channel, Reality Music Entertainment. I appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all take some of this stuff in and understand, man, we only got one life. Appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. One love, everybody.